G'day folks, Parkera here and welcome back to, well, it's been a very long time, European Truck Simulator. It's been months and months since I last did an episode on YouTube. I've done a few streams with it, but it's been a very long time, close to a year. So we have decided to get back in to some videoing of European Truck Simulator, as promised a while back. Once the Wyoming DLC exploration finished for American Truck, I'll be looking at getting back to split weeks between Tuesdays and Thursdays, alternating between European and American Truck Simulator. And you know what? Today was a perfect day, because this morning New Zealand time, SCS Software released their Ukrainian paint job pack, and there's a few options here. This is the better one. There's about 3 or 4 options for paint jobs, and I really love this one. Yeah, so you know, this is what we're going with. I've changed the back tyre colour to yellow to match, obviously, with the Ukrainian flag, and towards, you know, doing our bit for solidarity and support for those people, the innocents, and those affected by the Ukrainian war. So let's get into it. And I'm just going to grab a job. Once I've got that, we'll get back to you. See you shortly. G'day folks, we are back. I'm just going to hook up the trailer here. And we'll just show you where we're going. So we're here in Graz. We're going to go to Salzburg. We're taking some truck batteries with us to Salzburg. It's going to be about a 4-hour drive in real life. Not real life, in game. We are just going to adjust this. There's a couple of question marks I'd like to have discovered here. So we are going to kind of go this way and then come back out that way to do those. We're all good for sleep, and we should be okay for petrol. Sorry, not petrol. Not petrol, stays up. What we might do is we'll probably come off this way and then go this way, so we can unlock this here and then go through. I am just for your information, I do have a mods list too. If you want to find out what mods I am currently running, which ones are active on this profile, feel free. In the description there will be a link to a Google Docs, and that also will show you all the relevant mods for a ATS as well as FarmSim. So all my game mods there that we do here on YouTube or stream are in that doc. So feel free to have a nosy rosy at it, and it should hopefully give you a bit of information if you're curious. And I will endeavour to keep it up to date. I don't add chop and change mods much in these games, so it should be fairly easy to keep up with. Anyway, for you. But like you said, if they're inactive, it's just, yeah. The only one on this profile that is inactive, well, wrong side of the road, Parks. One side. The only thing that's, the only road, my goodness gracious words, the only one that is inactive on this profile at the moment is the traffic density mod. And now I haven't run this for a long time. This is, so I'm not sure when I deactivated that mod or anything. But there would have been a reason for it. Most likely it was probably just too density for some of the things we were doing here anyway. But that's the only mod that is inactive at this stage. Alright, so this should take us about 14 minutes or so. I've extended the drive a little bit, but hey, that is how we go. It's how we roll, man. Anyway, like I said at the beginning of the video, the Ukraine DLC is out, the paint job. I haven't looked to see if there's any flags for them. That will be, I think my flag comes from SISL's mod, but I'll have a look. There's about, like I said, there's about three. Oh, we got the Volvo dealer unlocked too. There is about 3 to 4. There's actually, yeah, 4 I would say. Off the top of my head, paint jobs. Now I was thinking of going through and showing them all to you, but you know what? That's for you guys to discover. I do urge you to get the DLC if you play Euro Truck Simulator. Look, it cost me $1.17 in New Zealand. I think it's like 79 pence or something real dirt cheap. And look, every single cent goes from this DLC goes towards the Ukrainian support the Ukrainian effort and things like that. For humanitarian and everything else. So, well, they're not. SCS are giving everything to the Ukrainian effort there to help support all those affected by this madman's war.
Then turn left.
So yeah. Anyway, that's all I'll go on about with this. Yes, buddy. Wasn't too sure. But yeah. So.
Get ready to turn right.
Okay. Now I want to just we had I am looking at getting back into the streaming. We had a fantastic stream the other night. Now this is coming out, so when I say the other night, let me reiterate that I am recording this today on Saturday, the 5th of March. So when I say the other night, I mean Thursday night just gone, which would have been the 3rd of March. Found some. I did a lot of pre-YouTube contracts and just work. It was brilliant. It was awesome. Go check it out on twitch.tv/Parkera_NZ. The links are in the descriptions anyway. Go and have a look at that. A bit of fun there. A bit of tractor gymnastics at one stage as well. Okay, clip it. For fuck's sake. But yeah. But I am looking at getting back into the swing of things in terms of streaming at least once a week. I'm not going to guarantee twice a week yet, but you can every Tuesday night. We usually do I aim to do a bit of trucking. So yeah, I hope. I'm not too sure. Usually lately it's been ETS because I've been doing a lot of recording with the American Truck Simulator. So I'm not too sure at this stage of the date of recording this what this upcoming Tuesday stream will be. I do have an ATS episode coming out on that Tuesday morning, so the likelihood is that we will probably stream ATS. I am aiming now to just knock off a couple of cities in Austria. So we are driving to Salzburg today. Sorry, not Salzburg. Yes, Salzburg. We're driving to Salzburg today, which will unlock Salzburg for me on this profile. I will then aim to probably in the stream, if I don't record an episode, but most likely in the stream, we will then look at Innsbruck, and then I want to ultimately get back into Italy, unlock all the cities in Italy, and finish off some of the achievements in the Italian DLC that's still there. A while back, in my video category for ETS, there was I did a fair chunk of Italia DLC, and then kind of just strayed away from it for reasons. I think for events and stuff. So I never got back there. So that's the long-term aim in ETS via stream and also via YouTubing. So there'll be bits and pieces. If you want to follow along that way. I'm going to try and keep all as much as I can together. Well, this truck is going fast. He is now because I want to overtake him. See, that's how it always works in real life, right? You go to overtake someone who's been a bit slow, and then as soon as they really you're in the overtaking lane, they kind of seem to okay, I'll accelerate a bit. But now he's chopped it down a bit now, and we should be okay. No, we're not. We are at a toll. That's why he decelerated. Okay. Well, we'll just stick in this toll. We should be okay to go. I don't think we have passes though. So we'll prepare to stop. €20 paid. Thank you, buddy. Let's go. So yeah, I do have a plan long. Oh, what the hell? I really okay. So I didn't have my headlights on. At 6:38 in the morning. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, that is what it is. I thought I had them on, but I didn't. So we do now. I hate those little things like that. But anyway, yeah. So I am looking at getting down into Italy and finishing off a lot. There's a fair bit still to go as well. But start off up the northern part. There's a few little towns and cities that I'm sure have been added over a wee while, like that rumble strip that weren't there before, which is always good. Anyway, but anyway, we'll just get stuck into that eventually. Like I said, through some recordings for YouTube and also from streams. But we'll see. But I hope everybody is safe. I hope everybody is well while you're watching this, or beforehand. Not just while you're watching this, but I hope in general. Got words right. As well. Yeah, no, seriously. Hope everybody is really good. Like I said, it is Saturday here. It's did I say what? Oh my goodness, rumble strip. It's just before lunchtime here. Oh, it's actually just after 12 o'clock here on Saturday. So yeah, just chilling, relaxing. Playing some b-ball outside of school with a couple of kids now. But we're just enjoying a bit of trucking. I'm aiming to do a little bit of something for the channel every day, whether it's recording, editing, or maybe just trying to plan some things, and not just for the YouTube, but also for my Twitch channel. I want to. I do enjoy streaming. I do enjoy playing games. I do enjoy putting together some things. Got a few plans in place. I am looking at doing some specials for European Truck Simulator as well, similar to the one I did for ETS, which would be coming out this Tuesday, which would have, but by the time you're watching this, it would have been the Tuesday just gone. Oh, I could have gone into the other truck lane, should have probably, but never mind. It's all good. There's nothing here saying you can't go through. Come on. £8, €8, I should say. Gosh, okay. Just what you had to do. Put the money in the air and just double check it was authentic. My goodness gracious, it took a while to raise the barrier out there. You know, I've got to also keep an eye out for idiots crossing through from the other lane. In my blind spot, but no, we're good to go. So we're about 8 minutes away in real life. You should be able to see it, and if you are interested in what the information down the bottom of the screen is, it's from an app called the Truckee app. The link is in the description if you want to have a look. It's free. It's pretty good. There is a premium version of it if you want to look into it. But no, the free option is brilliant. And there's also dispatcher option, which is what I've used here today to set up this job. Because in the default going from freight market or from World of Trucks, there was nothing taking me from Graz to Salzburg or Innsbruck to be honest. So I created this job, and pretty straightforward. If I can do it, anyone can do it. And yes, so that's what we are driving today anyway. But yes, it gives you a lot of information. You have a lot of settings there. The information on the lower left is set up for real time, so that's why I know 7 minutes in real life is going to take me to finish this rest of the job. But you can change the options anyway. But yeah, it's definitely worth it. Go and have a look at the app. The website, it does include when you download it, I think it's Overwatch or Overwolf, some wolf thing that you need to install. It does nothing, just sits in the background and just keeps track of what you're doing on ETS and ATS as well. That's all it does. Runs. So it's really good. I enjoy it. At times it's good to know the information. What's on the screen for me anyway, where I'm going. But it's also, I think it's pretty cool for you guys, especially if you're just jumping in, you're not too sure where we're going. That's mainly on streams, I should say. But you can have a look down. It tells you there that we went from Graz We picked up on Komatsu European International, and we delivered off. We are delivering to Biwa in Salzburg. And we are taking 15 tons of truck batteries with us as well. So yep, and then you go to the right hand screen, gives you some information about the, we're currently at 80 k's an hour. It's the speed limit, and we're in the green there. We're doing 80 k's because we have obviously nailed that in as part of our our cruise control. So yeah, doing good work with that, and then also gives you some information regarding any damage or maintenance. I don't have to indicate yet. I indicated a bit too early. We'll do just cruise. Your fuel, what sort of Scania S, which in the stream last Tuesday I discovered was an electric. Oh, I need to get that changed. Whoa, jeepers. Almost. That would have been interesting. Oh, well, lordy, Miss Claudie. Alright, let's go, baby. I do enjoy the scenery here, it's really beautiful. And speaking of Austria, at the moment, as we know, there is a lot of reworking being done for Austria. There's no confirmation whether it's going to be in 1.44 or 1.45. It might be over both. But yeah, they're doing a lot of reworking over the whole of Austria, which is quite cool. Quite excited to see that when it's done as well. And I'm sure they're doing little bits and pieces as well. So looking forward to seeing how that comes through once it's all completed. I like the fact that they keep going back and doing little tweaks and reworks. I mean, for American Truck Simulator, they're doing California, kind of like a part 2 to reworking California. Everything else like that. For me personally though, what I am looking forward to is a update, whether it's the DLC or whatever it is for the British. I mean, just release it as a British Isles DLC. I want to see the United Kingdom and Ireland updated. Well, United Kingdom sorted out, fixed, updated, upgraded, reworked, and then also adding in Ireland here to the equation. That's what I want to see as well. So you can do all that. Do some great jobs. I think it would probably encourage a lot more people, myself included, to take jobs and deliveries in order into the United Kingdom, because it is kind of, compared to a lot of the rest of Europe, which is pretty much always had a lot of love with it now. But even if you just compare it to the France, because France had the Viva France DLC, it's a lot. It does need a lot more love. It's an okay drive, but there's not really much to it. I think it's the original from day one, so that's where I would like them to go next, but I know they probably won't. To be honest, actually, like, as a rework, that would be where I would like to go, but I would actually like them to sort out the Balkans. I'm not sure why we still have that black space in the Balkans there. Just touching on the DLC that I will not name, that was due to be released shortly. I was kind of once they originally got announced, a while back, I was kind of like, why do we do this? Why do they do this with the Balkans? They leave these little holes. Road to the east filled in a lot with Bulgaria and all that, and then Turkey, but then they've still got that little, you've got that hole there, haven't you? So I don't know. I'm just jabbering. We've jumped from Ireland to the Balkans, but if you look at the map, and I remember, I'll show you later what I mean. If you look at the map, it's the blank space in the middle of, well, where you go. I thought, to be honest, the road to the east would have, or the road to the Black Sea, I should say, would have brought that in. And Salzburg is discovered now. We have sorted that out, so that's good. We are in a red light. I'll show you what I mean. If you look at the map here, scroll out, babe. There we go. So the road to the Red Sea took us all through here, but we still got, look at this. I'm not worried about Turkey right yet, but we still got Greece, Albania, Croatia, Serbia. We've got all this blackness, and I don't like it. My thing was, fix this, bring this into Europe proper before you even worry about what's up here. you know, 'cause you've done everything else, and then talking about the island here. But hey, it's kind of what they did with the Iberia DLC. For us, to be honest, for a long time was like, why have they left Iberia when they went from France to Italy and then they went back, you know, to all these other areas, Scandinavia? It's like maybe it's just taking a lot longer. Who knows? But I like to have a bit of moan, right? Nah, it's just I really invested in this game, ETS and ATS. I'm a fan of SCS software. I think they're really brilliant, and the continued improvements and support that they're doing for the games. You know, always looking to improve, always adding things, even if it is just new trucks and stuff. It's still adding to the game things that you can play, and you know the graphic updates that they did the last few patches and the sounds, and just they do a lot of work. So you know, and I know over the COVID period it wouldn't have been easy as well. So yeah, I like to have maybe a moan sometimes, but I don't know. It's not moaning. It's just me wanting things. You know, like a lot of everybody, we kind of all have our wish lists. But I would say, off the top of my head, the best gaming software company out there in terms of just the ongoing updating, supporting, reworking, you know, of their game. And also not charging you an arm and a leg for a DLC or a subscription service for your games or crappy things like that. So, and it's ETS, ATS are chilled games. So we're almost here, folks. It's a longer video. I'll do a bit of cutting. It's going to be about 20 odd minutes. That's all right. It's been a while since we've been back in the European Truck Simulator, like I said, especially in YouTuber land. So it's good to be recording this again. It was always the plan when I started ATS again, just over a month ago. But I wanted to polish off or finish off the Wyoming state that had been a DLC last year, mid last year, that came out, which I never got to recently. So I wanted to explore that and do all that. So that's why I kind of spent the Tuesdays and Thursdays just you know, on videos and YouTube of those. And now that I've wrapped up Wyoming officially, by the time this comes out, a special episode of Wyoming has come out on the Tuesday. Now it's back to just, you know, good old trucking between them both. I do have a couple of things planned. There's one thing I'm going to plan for ATS as a special, I guess. I'm not really sure when I'll start recording it because I know it'll take a bit of time. But there's also a couple of things I have in mind for ETS that I wouldn't mind doing. It's just where do I squeeze it in terms of recording. From my other adventures and stuff. I did notice though when I was doing, obviously, the Wyoming one, but which is now prevalent in both versions of the games, ETS and ATS, is that you can fast travel. So that makes the things a lot easier for what I wanted to look at doing anyway. So it might not be too bad. I've got a decent whack of money on this profile. So yeah, shouldn't be too bad.
Right.
Viva. So I am using a real European company's mod. So this is why a lot of these, if you'll see on the map, they've got different names from the default. There's no pop seed or anything like that. Where do you want it, buddy? All right, let's do it. I do try and do some of these 90s as much as I can for practice, but sometimes I will be just like, yeah, nah. So, you know, we are doing the 90 today. I'm not the best at it, but we'll see how we go. I might be able to get that actually in now. It might not be too bad yet. That'll do. It's in. The cab may not be 100% straight, but who cares? It's in with a grin. So a little bit of XP for that. Where yeah, level 34 is where we're heading. Alright folks, I am Parkera. I want to thank you very much for joining me today as we get that in. Watch we all just jump out here and showcase the truck that we have. But anyway, look, thanks a lot for joining me. I hope you did enjoy this. If you are new to the channel, please feel free to subscribe so you don't miss any content. Ring that ding-a-ling-a-ling bell as well for your notifications. Hit that like button if you like this video. It does help YouTube promote me, and as a tiny channel, it's harsh. But yeah, also comment down below. Really appreciate all your time in watching this. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. I am Parkera as always. Kia kaha.